Hello, 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 hello. Too many hellos. Hello there, I'm Jim Bob. Welcome to another episode of our Williams career on F1 Manager 22. We're in Season 2, Race 8. We're going to Azerbaijan for the Baku City Grand Prix. And we're coming off the back of a disappointing result in Monaco. As disappointing as a podium can be. We had a comfortable race win on our hands until a bizarre lockup issue caused Pierre to drop significantly down the order. He fought his way back up to third, and Teo, having done a great job strategy wise of holding back the field to allow Pierre to keep his lead, then also damaged his car and ended up dropping out of the points entirely, finishing 13th. So not the greatest of weekends last time out, but we're hoping we can do better here at Baku this week. How you doing, Dirty Trucker? Good to see you. This is where we stand at the moment. Pierre has a 16-point lead at the top of the drivers' standings. Teo is in 7th, a long way off his teammate and the top 3, but he is still a young rookie. Doesn't have the pace to put his car where it needs to be to get the big points. We sit 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. We dropped a little bit of points to Ferrari as a result of the poor result at Monaco, and we lost 2nd place to Red Bull. They retook 2nd place. So a bit of work to do. Hopefully we can do well here at Baku. If we take a look at the circuit plan, you can see sections by speed, a lot of slow corners. This will not be great for us. However, we are very good at medium and high-speed corners. And you can see that little kink coming onto the start-finish straight is medium and high speed. So, in theory, as long as we can get within a second or stay within a second coming out of that last slow corner onto that run to the line, then we should be in a very strong position to to keep the DRS, and then we'll be able to keep DRS, I would imagine, on the second straight as well, the second DRS straight, and then it's just a case of trying to hold on through the castle section. So this could go one of two ways. We could really struggle through the slow stuff. We could just about hang on. If we can just about hang on, we're going to look quite strong, I think, for the DRS sections. In terms of our car build, checking our car analysis, there you can see where we sit in terms of cornering speeds and straight line speeds. There is definitely room for improvement, and we do have some upgrades on the way. You can see that we have a new suspension that is being worked on right now. That'll be ready in 21 days, which will be in time for which Grand Prix? Let's have a look. It'll be just in time for Silverstone. We'll get that at Silverstone itself, so we'll have to do some emergency manufacturing to get it on that weekend, or we could just delay it a week and drop it at Austria. I'd probably like to try and get it on for Silverstone if we can. It is our home Grand Prix after all. We do have a couple of research projects as well. I think we need another big upgrade, so I might do potentially, we can't do a floor for a while, but we could do a rear wing, so I might do a new rear wing after we've done this suspension project here, just to try and give us a little bit more of a boost on our speed, our top speed and our acceleration, reduce our drag on the car a little bit. We'll see what options are available to us in terms of new hours and stuff. How you doing, Anthony? How you doing, Farah? Good to see you both. So let's get into setting up our performance targets for the race weekend. In terms of qualifying position, they want us to get 1 in the top 12. We'll easily manage that. I think we can get 2 in the top 10 here. It'll be I think, touch and go with Mateo, but hopefully he'll be able to get 10th. Gasly should comfortably get in, and then obviously we're going to get both cars into Q2. The race target incentive is to finish with one driver in the top 12. That again will be easy to achieve, assuming that we don't crash a car. In terms of fastest lap, I don't think that's viable for this particular circuit, so I'm not going to accept that one. The quali streak, 2 in the top 14, that's easy enough. We are 1 of 3 in on that one. In terms of a finish position streak, we can set a new one of those. And I'm going for 2 in the top 12 over 5 races. Just to give us a little bit of wiggle room in case, you know, we have another wobble like we did at Monaco. We'll do a quick check of our drivers. Teo will not be getting a point at the end of this race. I don't think. It's possible, depending on how good a race he has, but it's unlikely. Pierre will definitely get a point at the end of this race. And Logan might get a point at the end of this race. He will if we throw him in for practice, which we might well do. In terms of our staffing, we are still a few weeks away from points for Resta, 2 weeks away for Tonda, or Tondi. Josh is 2 weeks away from a new point, and Pierre is also 2 weeks away from a new point. Let's check our pit crew. We've got good tyre change focus. Once we get that up to 90, we'll start switching our focus and looking at improving our front and rear jack times. We are going to need to start boosting our wing adjust at some point soon as well, just to balance out our talents a little bit better. You know, wing changes can be a long and costly process in terms of time. Speaking of wings, we do have some more in development because we did break a few. We have 5 at the moment. Okay, so we are still okay for front wings, and the next one will be ready tomorrow. So let's head to Baku.
Hello from Baku, where we're looking forward to a weekend of racing among the medieval and the modern, here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Drivers will be battling it out on the streets of the Baku city circuit, a real contradiction of a track. From the long main straight, where the less drag the better, to the tight turns where downforce is a necessity. Teams are going to have to work hard to get that balance right. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. Let's get this underway.
So let's give Logan a run in the car, seeing as he's so close to another XP point. We will swap out the car parts that we need to for practice. Switch the ERS module, and we'll stick with the gearbox that's in the car. In terms of run plan, we're going to go 18 laps. Driving options, as always, will drop to slow. Let's do the same with Logan's car. Weaker engine. Weakest ERS. And weakest gearbox. We are going to need new parts for this car. I might take those at Canada, which will be our next race. There's a circuit where we can make our way back through the field. There's a lot of high speed in that one as well, which will help us. High and medium speed. In terms of setup, we want relatively low downforce, so we're going to go with 210 for our wings. We're going to go 2.8 on the roll bar, minus 2.95 on the camber, and then we'll go full on the toe. and we'll use that as our starting point for both cars. And see which car is better suited to that. Let's just change the run plan for this car here. There we go, and into practice.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check.
Watch those curbs.
Okay, so while our guys are doing that, let's get rid of the sex bots. They turn up really quickly tonight. Okay, so as I was about to say, we do have some update news for the game, and it's safe to say it has not gone over well on Reddit. I will read you the statement that Frontier put out today. Hi everyone, thank you for, as always, your continued support and activity in the F1 Manager 22 community. With the US GP now in the rearview mirror, we wanted to let you know about upcoming plans for the game. Our teams are currently working on an update for F1 Manager 22 that addresses more player-reported topics. This includes multiple visual updates to the car models for the official F1 teams.
How is the balance, please?
Okay, got some feedback. Let's call Logan in, and then I'll continue the statement once we've got the car tweaked.
Any comments on balance?
Teo's car needs a little bit more work. We shall let him continue his run. Let's just deal with Logan first. Okay, we just need to change the cornering. So let's try a little tweak there. See how that does. So where were we? Our team are currently working on an update, blah 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 blah. This includes visual updates to the car models for the official F1 teams. We further differentiated their look by implementing some of the key characteristics of many teams' 2022 designs, including car parts and liveries. Also, we're making positive changes regarding fuel usage issues during qualifying sessions and amending instances of incorrect estimated race time calculations, amongst other optimizations. So that one there is fixing the broken deltas when including hard tyres in your strategy planning at the start of a race. Be interesting to see what the other optimizations are going to be. The next update for F1 Manager 22 will be the last significant update that addresses player-reported feedback or suggested changes and additions. Any potential updates following this would be minor patches that do not noticeably affect gameplay. To ensure upcoming F1 Manager projects realise their potential and meet the expectations of both our team and our community, the development team's focus must move fully onto projects beyond F1 Manager 22 after this upcoming update. Ever since we started to form the F1 Manager community, we've listened and taken actions on your feedback and opinions wherever possible, and that will not be changing. Key reports and requests around F1 Manager 22 from the community that are yet to be resolved will continue to be prioritised as we create future iterations in this franchise. With that in mind, please keep sharing your thoughts in all the usual places, as we'll be tracking them during development. So basically, all the stuff that we really want isn't happening this game. And development of the game is kind of being curtailed as they move on to the next one. It looks like there is going to be an F1 Manager 23, and some of the stuff that we're asking for that should have been in this game might make its way into that one. But yeah, it's safe to say that Reddit has not taken the news very well. There's been a lot of very angry comments from the community on Reddit, complaining that the game is basically being abandoned after just 2 months. I don't think it's quite that bad, but it's not great that the game isn't going to get as much support as it really needs, and they're immediately going to go on to the next iteration. I have to say I'm a little disappointed by that. I mean, I still enjoy the game. I still think it's got a lot of potential as a franchise. I think it definitely needs work in some areas, and I don't necessarily think that an updated car livery is that essential or that much of a priority compared to some of the other stuff. So yeah, it's not the greatest news. But there's enough in the game to make the game enjoyable to a degree. I don't know about how long-term enjoyable this game's going to be, because I haven't really gone past the second season yet on any of my saves. I've been bouncing back and forth on multiple different saves, so I haven't really gone beyond the second season. I don't know long-term how enjoyable the game's going to be. I do know that at the moment, if you have a bad season 3 or 4 years in, you can just get fired and that's it, game over. And you can roll back a few races, but depending on what the problems are, you might not be able to fix that in just 5 races or so. So yeah, we'll have to see how the game handles for us as we continue to play our Williams career. I am going to keep streaming. I am going to continue this game long term on the channel because I do get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and hopefully the next patch will actually have some stuff that we were hoping for in there, as well as what they have announced in terms of fixing the strategy delta and updating some car liveries a little bit. I'd like to see a second helmets as part of that update for differentiating your drivers, so we don't have 2 drivers with identical helmets in the team when you do driver transfers. But all the stuff that we're talking about in terms of driver transfers, that's not going to happen in this game. Maybe next year. We'll see. I'm guessing unlapping under the safety car is not going to make it into this game. That's going to be a maybe next year issue. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But it is disappointing to hear that the game is going to basically stop getting supported so soon. I was really hoping that we would get a much longer term of support for the game. This is what I was saying last week, that we do want to have, I would much rather the game be every couple of years, and that we get time to really flesh the game out between releases. And this was my biggest worry, was that it would instantly be an annual release, and they would immediately start switching their focus onto the next game not long after release of the current one. So that unfortunately it does appear to be the case. Any other games in the pipeline?
Balance,
Humankind is coming out in November, as is Football Manager on PS5. I've already pre-ordered Football Manager PS5 on the PS5. I will be playing that, although given that I haven't actually played a football manager game since it was called Championship Manager, before it split and became Championship Manager and Football Manager. And Championship Manager, is that even still around anymore? Championship Manager, has that died and been supplanted? I haven't seen any news of that game for a few years. But yeah, Football Manager will be coming. I don't know how good I'm going to be because it's been a very long time since I've done a football management game, so I'm probably not going to be very good to start with. It might take me a while to get up to speed on that, but I will play some of that on the channel. We'll have to see what else pops up on the channel going forward. I'm not sure yet. I do need to look into Humankind. Don't really know much about that. Right, we've got some more feedback from Logan. Let's pull him in and have a look. We need to change the toe. Which way do I go? Let's go... Let's see. I think we were there, weren't we? Yes, we were. So we went like that to make that change. So I think we need to go there. I mean, if they are immediately dropping an F1 Manager 2023 next year, then one thing that will be kind of nice is it'll be a 24 race season as opposed to a 22 race season. We'll have Las Vegas added to the calendar for next year. China will be back. We'll obviously be losing a couple of races. There'll be no France next year. So there will be some variation to the race calendar for next year. So an immediate new iteration will have some significant differences in terms of where we go racing. So it's immediately got a little bit of
any comments
variety baked into the sequel, but it's the features that's more important, I think, than where the races are actually going to take place.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
Right, what do we do in the end with Teo? Got him up to 87, so still room for improvement there. Logan got out and did 1, maybe 2 laps. But I'm thinking we've got him up to 100%, so... That's a new point for Logan. Car setup for Gasly is done. We just need to basically get him running. So we're going to stick him on a full length run. So let's go 40 laps of fuel. It might be a little bit too much. Let's go 38 laps of fuel. And let's have a tinker with Teo's car. Okay, so I need to pull the roll bar in. I need to pull the toe back a little bit. That could be it. Let's go there. Let's see how we do with that. We will again go with a set of hard tyres, but we'll do a double run. So much shorter fuel load, much lighter fuel load for Teo.
How's the radio on track?
Okay, let's get them onto curb avoiding action again, as we always do. There we go. So what is humankind? I know you guys have mentioned it a few times in the comments. Don't really know anything about that game.
Let's have a look. Now we see the Williams here.
Ooh, we hit the barrier.
Dear me, they won't have been expecting that.
Have we caused some damage to the car? No, we haven't. We got away with that. No chassis or rear wing or front wing or suspension or anything like that. Gearbox might have taken a knock. I don't remember it being that low. Tyres look okay. So, yeah, we definitely got away with that. Oh, and how you doing, Hull? I didn't see you popping in there. Good to see you. Oh, 98%. Okay, so I think we either haven't gone the right way enough or we've gone too far the wrong way. I'll have to look at tweaking that at the end of the session.
Any comments on balance?
That's better for Teo, 95%. This is the only run he's going to do this session, so that we can get him running in the third session for the right amount of time as well. Trying to save a little bit of wear on the car by not overrunning it. Gasly is taking a long time to get up and running with his track knowledge because of that spin. That's not great. He should be a lot higher than just 14% by now. Again, you can see around about 15, 16, 17 minutes into the session was when he started to get that uptick, and then he had that spin and it immediately flattened out his gains to very, very low level again. So yeah, not great. We're gonna have to run him for the entire session next time out as well. Okay, so we've actually broken quite a few things just here. We need to tweak a few things. So we need to pull the front wing back in. In fact, actually, let me go back to what it was. So that's what it was. Or has things just changed slightly as the track's changed? Okay, let's drop the front wing down. Trying to be careful not to break the straights. We need to correct the toe. We have broken the traction slightly. I'm going to go there, and then we're going to use the toe to correct our braking stability. And let's hope that that fixes the issues. Okay, Gasly up to 32% track knowledge. I think he's going to be lucky to hit 50 at this rate. Maybe you will. There we go, it's the end of the
all
session.
in all, I think. Still learned a lot.
Okay, so yeah, we actually hit 50, bang on. I was hoping we'd be about 60, maybe 62. Obviously that spin scuppered
After
that.
a day of free practice yesterday,
So let's get the final practice session out of the way. We will potentially be double running Porsche in this session, but I'm hoping that the changes that we made will get him to 100. So we'll start off with a 19 lap run. That should be enough to, assuming that his his setup is going to be 100. That should be enough. Okay, we were 99 and we went to 98, so that to me suggests that we did go the wrong way with the toe, so we will switch that to the other side. And again, we need to run him for a long stint, so 38 laps of fuel, drop the pace mode, and off we go.
Radio check, radio check.
No issues this time, please. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Oh,
Okay,
we've had a
Max is
crash.
off in front.
Max has had a wobble somewhere.
Okay. It's just a yellow at the moment. Just a yellow. Keep the head down.
let's take a
See
look
what
at the
Max did.
replay. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Oh, is this straight into the barrier? Oh, it's a
Thank
big hit
goodness,
into the
no.
barrier. Yeah, there's a lot of things they could really do to flesh the game out in certain areas. I mean, just in terms of visual touches, it would be nice to actually see people in the pit lane. I mean, obviously we get the pit crews coming out when there's a tyre stop, but apart from that, they're a ghost town. It would be nice to see people sitting at the pit boxes. Maybe even see
Hold the balance, please.
driver boards popping out through the railings as cars go through.
Yeah, copy that.
As we do get Gasly up to 100%, that's very nice.
Okay, comments on balance, please.
So obviously all communication between the teams and their drivers is traditionally done over the radio. or well, it's done over the radio, but going back to the days before radio was really a thing, and even since then, you would get a pit board thrown out every lap with information like, you know, your current race position, information that might be relevant. So you are X seconds behind such and such, or you are X seconds ahead of such and such. Things like that. It'd be nice to maybe see the pit boards popping out. You still see them at every race. It'd be nice to see those making an appearance. Like I said, it'd be nice to see people sitting at the stands inside the pit lane. So if we just call Teo in. You'll see all the communication centres on the side of the pits with all the different branding for each team. These here, where all the engineers sit, the race engineers and team principals and stuff. It'd be nice to see people sitting in those, perhaps, even if it's not accurate models of exactly who those people are. So there's no accurate model of, say, Christian Horner or someone like that sitting out there. It would be nice to see someone sat out there. At the moment, we just don't get anybody, and the pits do feel very empty as a result. Okay, we didn't actually improve anything with those tweaks. That's disappointing. Let's try and be a little bit more aggressive with those tweaks. And see if that will fix the issue. Porsche heading back out to test out this new setup. Gasly on course to get his track XP done. Oh, another F1 Manager mod news. The 1991 mod is coming along quite nicely, according to the screenshots and progress I've been seeing on Reddit. It's a shame I'll never get to use it, being as it's a PC mod and not for consoles. But all the car models are done. They do look very nice, and work is currently going on the driver models. I've seen a shot of Alain Prost, and today I saw a shot of Nigel Mansell, and they are coming along quite nicely. So if you are into old school Formula 1 and you play on PC, then that mod is certainly something you want to take a look for. Okay, we can call Gasly in. He's hit his 100.
How was the balance?
And there we go. We got Porsche to 100 as well, so we can call him in. We finished practice. Just let the clock run out now.
We'll get some comments when you're back in the garage and plugged in.
We have also had confirmation from Williams that Logan will be the guy that they'll be signing for next season, assuming that he does get his super license at the end of the year. We won't know for definite if that's definitely going to happen until Abu Dhabi, because that's when the final race of the F2 season is. But it's within Logan's power to make it happen. He just needs to get a top 6 finish, I think. Or he just needs to finish 6th in the championship, and he is currently 3rd. So it's highly likely he's going to get his super license at the end of the year, which means he will be on the grid next season officially as a Williams driver. We will have our first American driver since Scott Speed, back in the days of Toro Rosso. Right, quali time. Let's swap out the engine. We'll go for the 82% engine. The ERS module, we're going to switch that out as well, because that's now into damaged territory. The gearbox should be fine for this race. As for Pierre, swapping the engine for an 86% engine. ERS will be fine, and we'll swap the gearbox. Alright, we are ready to head into qualifying.
Okay, radio check.
Going to wait till the end of the session to send our guys out. Just want to make sure they get clean runs and don't get held up by anybody. So we're going to try and head the queue at the end of the session here. Verstappen looking punchy, Bottas looking very punchy as well. You think I should do well and get pole? I don't think we're going to have the pace for pole. Not here. Okay, let's send out Teo. Ah, oh, damn it. It's going to go out behind Mick. Okay, well, he's at the front of that queue, effectively, so we are going to take manual control a little bit later around the lap to get him ahead of Mick. I have clicked Gasly to come out, but I don't know where he's going to come out. I tell you, he's going to come out behind Zhou. He's coming out behind Vettel. That's okay. We'll have the pace to get ahead of Vettel. Let's take over control on Porsche. We do not want him getting stuck.
Okay, you can go. You can go.
Behind Mick.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So we are through. Let's increase tyre pace. ERS management, etc., etc. Gasly's actually holding up Leclerc here.
Alright, buddy, good job once again. See you in the office shortly.
Okay, good stuff. Teo is through to the next session. He's 8th at the moment, so I don't think he'll stay there. Let's see where Gasly crosses the line. think we made up a little bit of ground on Vettel, but I'm not sure. Gasly goes 4th as things currently stand. Now 5th. Oh, and Teo is 11th, so I don't know if he's even going to make the top 10. This could be interesting. We're going to put in a banker lap at the start of the session on scrubs and see how we do from that.
Radio check, yeah, can you hear me?
We'll send out Gasly first and see if Porsche can get a tow behind him. I've been watching round 3. Round 3 was crazy. But not as crazy as round 4. Imola was truly bonkers. Okay, I think we managed to avoid getting held up by Leclerc there. Seven-tenths of a difference between Gasly and Porsche. I think Porsche might have been held slightly. He's not normally that far off the pace compared to his teammate. 6/10 off Verstappen. He's going to be absolutely mighty here. We're going to struggle to keep pace with the Alfa Romeos, I think, or in particular with Bottas, because they are much better at the low-speed stuff than we are, and that is the majority of the corners on this track are low-speed. Let's prep for a proper run at the end of the session, because Porsche is definitely not safe here. This time we're going to go out at the end of the tail of the group. Okay, so what can we do with this run? Can we get Teo through into the next session? It's going to be really tough. It's very close between him, Russell and Ocon. Sainz is going to improve. Alonso is going to improve as well. I don't think Porsche is getting through. Here we go. The drive up to the line. Can he do it? No, he can't. 11th. What about Gasly? How close can he get? Moves up to 8th. We are 8/10 of a second off Leclerc. Oof. That was a clean run with brand new tyres and minimal fuel as well. We are really off the pace this race, which I kind of expected because of the sheer number of low-speed corners on this track. Yeah, points is the best I think we can really realistically expect. Maybe if we can hang on to the front runners, we can at the start we can stay in contention for a podium, but we are not in contention for the win tonight. We're aiming for third as our best case, I think. Once again, I'm going to do a banker lap on scrubs.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check. Okay. Radio check. Okay.
Anything can happen in a race, just think of good things. Well, this is true, yeah. I mean, a safety car would dramatically change things in this race, I think. AI is going to one-stop this, I think. I don't know whether I'm going to one-stop it or two-stop it. Probably going to start on a one-stop and then maybe switch to a two-stop if there's a safety car. So Alonso has put himself in the wall. Has he damaged his car?
Look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Potentially. He's potentially damaged his car.
And there's the crash. No! And that was a bitter blow.
So that's going to hurt Alonso's qualifying. I don't know if he's going to be able to improve from 10th place. Depends if he did actually damage the car or not. So let's ride on board with Gasly and let's see if he can close the gap to Bottas a bit. I think 5th is the absolute best we can do here. Sainz surprisingly off the pace. I'm guessing he got held up. Again, a long way off Leclerc at the moment. We should improve because we're on new tyres now with slightly less fuel than the first run, which we did on scrubs. But we are nowhere near the pole position time. Okay, first sector split coming up just in front of this corner. And we are down in the opening sector. That's not ideal. So we head into the castle section. Second sector splits is up. Sainz crosses the line, does not improve. Sainz way off the pace. Alonso doesn't improve, Magnussen doesn't improve. I don't think anyone's actually improved their times. We improve our time a little bit, but not by much. But yeah, 5th place. That Ferrari of Sainz, well off the pace. Is he running an old engine? He must be, to be a second off Leclerc. Must be running an older engine. Hamilton, Norris, Magnussen, Alonso, all quite a way off us. So we're going to be scrapping with Bottas, I think, and Sainz. Maybe Perez. So 3rd is a realistic target to aim for. The only way we're going to get the win is, I think, if one of the leaders crashes out and we get a big safety car. I think we're going to be very vulnerable to being caught and passed if we do take the lead, just simply because of all that slow stuff.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid, ahead of today's race.
Qualifying went well for Williams, as attested by their strong position on the grid. Now it's all about finding that edge for the race itself. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, whatever happens, it's sure to be a tremendous race day here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Yeah, we lost some money because I thought both cars could squeak in. We'll remember that for the next race. That's not going to happen the next race either, I don't think. Well, maybe Canada's a little bit more to our car's benefit than this circuit. Do I want to try and guarantee a position gain? No. No, I do not. Right, let's sort out strategy. Let's go for the one stop with both drivers. We're going to start on mediums. And then potentially switch to some softs at the end. I mean, we could even go really aggressive with Teo. See, we can make up some positions that way. We could go soft, medium, soft. Again, without knowing, with these deltas being so broken, it's hard to really speculate exactly what the difference in lap times would be. Let's swap those to hards for a second and see if that actually gives us some useful information. That's actually quicker than the one stop according to that. Okay, maybe the two stop's the way to go then. Let's go soft, medium, soft. Try and punch our way up through the field. For Gasly, I'm going to go medium, soft, soft. I think, actually no. We want to hang with them at the front. We're going to need the softs at the start. Plus we don't have 2 sets of new softs. So it'll be an early stop. That's actually a slower by 7 seconds because we don't have those new softs. Okay, what about going onto a set of mediums at the start and extending those and then finishing on softs? That's 4 seconds quicker if we do that than running used softs at the start. So we'll do that. Slightly different strategies. I say we've got that extra new set of softs with Teo, which allows us to be a bit more aggressive with him. I am going to actually add in a bit of extra fuel for both cars because I want to be able to push them very hard off the line and keep that pace up potentially. We're going to go with overtake for the first lap. See if we can maybe capitalise a little bit. There we go. And because we've had a couple of issues in the past with the game either freezing or the stream cutting out, I'm actually going to save all the setup prep that we've done. So that we can roll back if we need to, without having to go through the whole process of getting all this strategy planned out again. So, 5th and 11th, let's see how we can convert that into points at the end.
As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. There we have Pierre Gasly. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. And looking at the second Williams car, with their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The teams are ready to go. This is what you've been waiting for. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, let's have a good start, please, Gasly and Teo. Let's keep it clean, no dramas, no crashes. Teo gets ahead of Alonso.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
And it looks like he's having a look at the back of Magnussen. Can't quite find a way through. Sainz is having a look at us. We are on those medium tyres, so we are going to struggle for grip in these opening laps in comparison to the AI. Getting a look at the inside of Bottas here. Should complete the move down this hill.
Okay, that's good, very good.
And we're on to the back of Perez. I hope, can we hold off Bottas? He's got those better tyres, but we're using battery and a slightly more aggressive pace setting.
Position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, Bottas has got that little bit more straight line speed than us, I think. But we've got the inside line. And that
Okay, that's good, Pierre, very good.
is as much as I want to use in terms of battery. I want to calm the tyres down, but we're going to keep the fuel up.
Need to drop the pace.
Let's check in with Porsche. Yeah, still intense, still stuck behind Magnussen, who is battling with Hamilton in front, which is probably why we're not able to get through. Let's check everyone else's tyres. Hamilton is also on the mediums. Leclerc and Verstappen are on mediums. That's going to help us because it'll be easier for us to keep pace with them. If they were on softs, yeah, we would really struggle. It will slow down Perez, which will make it easier to keep pace with Perez, I think. turn down the tyres.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
We do have a slight advantage on tyre grip over the softs in front of us because we're using brand new tyres, not scrubs. But if we keep pushing, then that will negate that advantage pretty quickly. We are already off the back of Gasly.
Only can use the deploy.
Sorry, off the back of Perez with Gasly here. Let's see if we can maybe close up a little bit around here.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
I think we're going to miss. Oh, we've got a crash.
Cars off there.
Safety car. Okay, that helps.
I think there's been contact on the track. Here's the replay.
Okay, we've got a very early safety car.
Here.
That's right in front of Teo. Please tell me he's not been caught up in this. Oh, he gets speared by Magnussen.
Collision.
Magnussen's out. I don't know about Hamilton.
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
They're both out. Okay, so that's going to help points for Teo. We don't want that on conserve, otherwise the car's going to be really heavy at the end. We'll just leave it on normal. That should be on charge, not deploy.
No lift and coast required.
So an early safety car will bring the field back together. It will cancel out DRS for the first 2 laps after the safety car goes back in.
Okay, charge on.
So we're going to have to do that all over again. We've got another chance for Porsche to maybe jump another couple of places. We've got another chance for Gasly to maybe get ahead of Perez. We are not going to be able to keep pace with Leclerc and Verstappen. But if we can get ahead of Perez and hold him up, that would be a dream scenario for us. I'm sensing a lot of anti-Hamilton in the chat from Farah there. I'm going to spin under the safety car. That's Joe.
We've had a crash. Let's see what happened there. Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
Oh, that's clumsy. Spinning under the safety car. That's not good. Pick up the safety car this lap. I would imagine we'll get another lap under the safety car. This might be the only lap under the safety car we actually do, because the field is still very close together. So this might be it. I'm guessing Bolts means Bottas. Is that auto-correcting? Yeah, safety car could come in at the end of this lap. I mean, Zhou, despite spinning under the safety car, is almost on the back of the field again. Everyone else is already lined up. Oh, it's just you not being able to spell. Fair enough. Are we doing another lap, or are we... Nope, I thought so.
Safety car is in.
It's coming in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap.
Alright, so we need a good restart here. Didn't get the batteries charged up, unfortunately.
And recharge off. No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Yeah, okay.
Charge off.
Okay.
One click overtake available.
Alright, I've got to run on Perez here. We have excellent stuff. Come on, if we can get to the front and try and control the pace, even if for a couple of laps, that would be pretty awesome. Corsair stays in 8th so far. Norris has gone to the inside.
Position, just gained by Williams.
I think we might possibly get him around the outside here. Not quite. We're going to have one lap at pushing, see if we can get in front of the Snappen. I don't have the battery to really push for another lap after this.
Nicely done.
Oh, Porsche did get past Norris. Nice, he's up to 7th.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
And we are already having a look at the outside of sights, side by side. I should look at that, but I really want to see if we can actually manage to get Verstappen here. I don't think we are. Maybe under braking. We got past sights.
Okay, good job.
And that's it for battery. This is a horrible circuit to have to try and charge a battery up on, because you lose so much time when you're not deploying. So I don't want their batteries to end up at 0. Gasly's right on that brink. Porsche's got a little bit to play with, but not much. Bottas has already dropped off the back, which means these front 4 are going to break away from the rest of the field. There's a very real risk that it'll become 2 at the front, 2 just behind, and then 2 behind that. If Porsche can stay with Bottas, he should be able to. He's got soft tyres, but what about Bottas? Bottas is soft as well. We've got more grip. Close. That 1 second keeps popping in and out. Gasly, can he hang on? DRS will kick in next lap. Well, actually no, it'll kick in this lap. After turn 2. We are outside the 1 second. Yeah, I think we're kind of boned already.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
I've got nothing really to push with Gasly. And we dropped out of range. Porsche did manage to get DRS, just. So now we're going to head a little queue ahead of Perez, Bottas, Porsche, Sainz, and the front two are just going to sprint away. We were never in contention for the win here anyway, but I'd hoped that we could at least stay with them for a few laps. How you doing, Matthew? I honestly don't know what the AI is going to do. I think the soft runners are definitely going to two-stop. We've had a lock-up from someone. It's, I think, one of the Astons again. Another crash. Just a yellow flag at the moment.
And several cars involved. Let's have a look. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda.
Oh.
And there's the collision.
Sonoda just being torpedoed by Schumacher there. Perez is getting past us on this lap. Bottas might as well. We've dropped out of range of Bottas. That isn't good. I've got nothing to fight with again. At this point, we kind of need Sainz to get past us and then try and stick with Sainz. And there goes Perez. Bottas having a look at the inside as well.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Ooh, side by side. I hate going side by side through those corners.
Red Bull gained a place.
Bottas is going to get us. It's just a matter of time. Those soft tyres, you know, just got so much more grip than our mediums at this stage of the race. I'm really impressed with Porsche being able to hold back Sainz. I mean, we know Sainz is off the pace this weekend. Or at least on the strength of qualifying, he's a second off the pace of his teammate, but you know, we are holding him back. We're keeping DRS at the moment as well to Perez with Gasly. That's good. Let's try and grab a little bit of extra battery here.
Charge on.
Yeah.
And we'll use the DRS to retake third position temporarily. We're about to lose it again.
Okay, that's good, very good.
It's okay. Just trying to get some more battery into the car
Okay,
and not use what we have
Focus on the
got.
pace. Charge off.
Okay.
And Porsche has now been overtaken by Sainz. What happened to Kevin Maglock-Spun? He went barreling into Hamilton at full speed in the run to turn one, locked up and took both cars out. That was on the end of lap 1, start of lap 2, brought out a safety car. Or was it the end of lap 2, beginning of lap 3? I think it was beginning of lap 3. and brought out an immediate safety car.
Okay, charge on.
Yeah.
Okay, recharge on.
Okay, we're not getting through this lap, but we are getting extra battery in the car again. Porsche with a failed attempt to get back past Sainz.
Okay, you can go charge off.
Okay.
Recharge
All we
off.
need is a Yuki Spinoda. Yuki got torpedoed by Mick Schumacher, which is why they are so far behind. That was, let's see, Zhou spun under the safety car, and then following the restart, Schumacher went flying into Tsunoda at this turn coming up, I think it was. They just took him out, put them both in the barrier. They've both kept going, but you can see they're a long way off. You know, there's Yuki at the back, 25 seconds behind Schumacher, who's 33 seconds behind Zhou. So we've already had a Spinoda from Yuki, kind of.
Charge on.
Copy.
Awesome, keep it up.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
How you doing, Alex? You find it unrealistic how drivers make mistakes under the safety car of VSC. It's not unrealistic. It has happened before in real life. It's unrealistic how often it happens. All the mistakes in this game are unrealistic in terms of their frequency. I'm sure that's something that will change next year with the next iteration of the game.
Recharge off.
I think I left Teo recharging for a little bit too long there. He's lost some ground. Got a little bit of grip to play about with,
Let's
so
pick our pace up, let's go.
we'll use that to try and get back in that 1 second window.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
There we go. Back in the DRS. Well, thank you for the sub, Alex. I'm glad you're enjoying our Williams playthrough.
Very good job.
Russell crashed under a red flag. Sorry, under a VSC bringing out a red flag.
Charge off.
Copy.
Yeah, some of the crashes
Let's go
and
recharge off.
stuff that happen under the VSC are very unrealistic. But incidents do happen under the VSC. It's just not that often. I'm surprised we don't see an increase in mistakes. You know, what we should see is a decrease in normal dry conditions, but maybe keep the current sort of frequency of mistakes for wet weather conditions. Right, we're getting close to the pit window for Teo. A little bit of tyre advantage, but not a huge amount. We are burning our tyres a little bit faster than the AI because we are running at a higher fuel mode. But we do need to burn that fuel off, especially if we're going to get another safety car again.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Front two are just gone. We're not catching them. Although I have to admit, I did think they'd be slightly further ahead than they are. And we're already closing in on the back of S02 to get him lapped. You can see he's nearly a minute 40 behind Leclerc already. Porsche should hopefully close that gap again to Sainz through this fast section. There he does. Even with a weaker engine, that Ferrari is still formidably fast. Okay, back up into third. This is what we're fighting for tonight. Third
Okay,
place.
good, yeah, very good.
You're doing a good job, keep going.
But it's contingent on Perez doing a two-stop. If he does a one-stop, I don't know if we're going to have the pace to close him down. I mean, we're keeping with him because we are in DRS range, but he's a good 2-3 tenths a lap faster than us without the DRS. How are you finding the driver combination of Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly at AlphaTauri? Oh, Gasly's gone to Alfa Romeo. Okay. Well, there goes Perez again. I'm just going to keep swapping places like this for a while, I think.
Focusing on the pace.
Checking with Teo. I might box him this lap.
Red Bull moved up.
Yeah, I'm going to box him this lap, go for an undercut.
Come on. Let's push. Box, 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 box.
Top two are leaving me behind. Yeah, I was never in contention for the win tonight. I mean, we were what, 8, 9 tenths off them in quali. I did say that, you know, with a bit of luck, we'd be in contention for a podium, and that's where we are right now. Try and break away from sight so he doesn't get DRS as we're boxing. Just got him outside of DRS range. Excellent stuff.
Very good.
So we're the first to blink with the soft runners.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Decent stop, 2.5 seconds. Let's see where we're going to come out. How far behind
Red
Albon
Bull
are we?
gained a place.
Feel a little bit closer than they would normally be because of that safety car. And we are just over 5.5 seconds off the pace at the moment, or behind Albon at the moment, but now with significantly better tyres. So we should close that gap down pretty quickly. We should see quite a few cars start to pit in front of us as well. So hopefully we're not going to get held up as we try and make our way back up the order and can make the undercut effective against Sainz. Maybe even close the gap on Bottas a little bit. Who we have dropped. We're about to be dropped ourselves.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Yeah.
It looks like Perez is coming in for a pit stop. Remember I said last night, I think that drivers, the AI drivers tend to push right before a pit stop. We were comfortably behind, you know, staying with Perez, and all of a sudden we're 1.2, 1.3 seconds off.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
Can we keep the tyre pace going?
We need to push.
Okay.
You signed Perez as your second driver. Which team are you driving as? AlphaTauri.
Okay, that's good, very good.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Oh, McLaren. So who's your first then? Is it still Norris? Does this game have online? No, it does not. Okay, we're taking 2 seconds out of Albon. Nobody else pitting yet. Excuse me. And there goes Perez into the pits. So we are going to box this lap.
Box, 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 box.
Bottas and Sainz are in, Verstappen's in, so now's a chance to see whether Porsche is going to have a successful undercut here. We've had him out for a couple of laps on brand new tyres. We came out right behind Bottas. So we stayed ahead of Sainz, and we did close that gap to Bottas. That's worked out really nicely. Gone on to hard tyres. Okay, are we looking at a one-stop race for the AI? Okay, that's it's going to make it difficult for a two-stop for us, I think. Although we are going to have stronger pace in terms of tyre grip. So a later safety car is definitely going to help us.
Yeah, in the box.
Both of our drivers will be going onto a set of softs after these mediums, so we'll be able to finish fast and strong. We'll have a lot more grip when we come out on those softs towards the end than the AI on their half-worn hards. And we stay ahead of Perez, and we even stay ahead of Ocon, who hasn't pitted yet.
Okay, good job. Okay, Fernando has boxed.
Need to drop the pace.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can actually start to pull away from Perez now.
Nicely done.
This is going to be a crucial phase of the Grand Prix for us if we want to get the podium without relying on a safety car. We need to, even if it's not by a huge amount, we need to increase that gap to Perez. I'm going to hope Ocon's going to stay out for another few laps yet. Try and slow down Perez. Porsche's actually not too far behind. We've got to get past Stroll, who is holding us up. That's Sonoda in front of Stroll, who is going to jump out of the way. Ooh. That was clumsy. That cost us. We lost out to Bottas there. Nearly got taken out by Sonoda as he moved out the way of Bottas.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa
But we will
Romeo.
get DRS on the main straight and a good run at Bottas, so we should hopefully be able to retake that position pretty quickly. Oh, I thought he was going to go around the outside for a second then. Ricciardo into the pits. Okay, gap at the start of this lap, well, as far as Porsche is concerned, is 2.8 seconds to Ocon and Perez. We'll keep an eye on that. Bottas is through past Stroll. That is not helpful. We need to get past Stroll.
You've got energy to push.
There we go. And we're going to keep pushing to try and get back onto Bottas so we can get DRS and get past him on the main straight.
And And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Verstappen into the pits. He's going to come out ahead of Gasly. I'm pretty sure of that. If we can tuck onto the back of him. Okay, we couldn't close the gap to Bottas. That's a little worrying. Yeah, Perez is out the pits already, look. Just as Gasly's approaching the exit of turn 1. Gap is 3.5 seconds. Perez looks to be clear from Ocon now, so this is the lap where we'll be able to see what the respective pace is between Perez and Gasly. I keep getting the Red Bulls confused. Yeah, quite possibly. Alright, we've caught back up to Bottas now. And the pair of us are closing in on Ocon, who is yet to pit. So he's definitely going to be one stopping, as is Leclerc.
Recharge on.
Need to start building the battery back up again. Can't really do that with Gasly at the moment.
Can we do lift and coast?
Saved a little bit of extra fuel we've got for when we put the softs on later, or when we push for the pits. And Porsche sets a new fastest lap. Ocon and Stroll both pit, finally. And we opened up a gap to 3.8 seconds. So we did gain a little bit of time, 0.4 of a second over Perez last lap. I was hoping we'd be able to pull away a little bit faster than that, but at least we're pulling away. Don't know if we're going to have enough pace to pull away from him enough to hunt him down on the softs, though. I think the podium might just be beyond us. I think we're going to be fighting for 4th with Bottas and Porsche. Well, actually, no, not Porsche, because Porsche is going to have to drop back with his pit stop as well. So, yeah, I think Gasly's going to be fighting with Bottas for 4th. Unless we get that safety car to bring us back into contention for a better position. And if we do get a late safety car, and we can go on to pressure tyres near the end, which the AI won't do, they'll stay on their hard tyres, then maybe the win might be on. I mean, we're scheduled to pit on lap 35 and lap 36 with our drivers at the moment. We would need a pit. We would need a safety car around that time, I think, to have any chance of getting a win. To save time on the pit stop, so we don't lose out on the cars behind us, so we can help gain, maintain track position, and B, to obviously bring the field back together again. We are dropping off the back of Bottas again.
So we will go recharge off.
The gap is still gradually increasing. think they're actually slowly catching Verstappen as well, actually. Oh yeah, by tenths. Less than that. By, you know what? 4 hundredths of a second. I really don't want to have to push the tyres for Porsche. I don't want to have to push the battery again, having only just put some back in the car. Porsche has the purple lap. Yes, he does. For now, but it's not secure. I'm pretty confident Gasly will get the fastest lap at the end of the race. Unless there's a crash and one of the AI hits to replace a front wing or something, or damages a tyre and pits to replace their tyres after we've set it, you know, with a few laps to go. Alright, now Leclerc and Verstappen are swapping places. We're going to start dropping back again. Take a look at the battle for the lead.
Let's push, come on.
Almost on the back of Bottas again. Don't think we're going to get him for DRS this lap.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Alright, hopefully he can stay with him. Struggling already. These slow corners, they're just killing our car. How are we doing lap time against Perez? Still lapping faster, but it's getting less and less each time. Let's stay within that 1 second. Please don't make me eat the last of the battery. This is where we're at our best, through this little sequence of corners. It's going to be so close. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Just. Woo!
Lift and coast required.
We're going to have to micromanage charging Porsche back up again.
recharge off.
Okay, gap to Perez now, about 5 seconds. 10 laps to go till we make our pit stop for softs, or a scheduled pit stop for softs. Let's see, I think it's about 18-ish seconds, 18 to 20 seconds on this track for a pit stop. So based on that, we're going to come out behind Ocon, I think, with Porsche.
Recharge on.
Actually, we touch and go with Alonso. Gasly's going to come out between Bottas and Sainz. I'd really like to get more battery into his car as well, but you know, I've got to let him just keep going at his best possible pace. Oh, Porsche lost some time there. That's not good at all. I'm gonna have to use some of that battery to get back in range again. I know we need to focus on braking for our cars this season, but I think we're going to have to boost our low speed performance a little bit as well.
Let's go recharge on.
These tight 90-degree corners are absolutely killing us. We're now just a tenth of a second faster than Gasly, than Perez, as our tyres start to wear a little bit more. We definitely have a grip deficit now to the hard tyres. Oh, and once again, that attempted move has cost us so much time. We're struggling to hang on to the back of Bottas now. This is going to be tricky. I think we might have to just let Bottas go. It's costing more battery than we're saving just to try and stay in range. You can see how much time we're losing through these slow corners, especially with a lack of grip compared to him as well. Yeah. Time to give up the ghost in terms of staying with Bottas. Bit of a shame, but we held with him for a while. As expected, Leclerc has taken the fastest lap from us, but that's okay, we'll get that back. And I'm just going to have to leave my drivers at this level of battery for a while. To lap 29. I'm going to have to bring Porsche in a little earlier than planned, I think. reset the strategy to lap 33 and maybe go to lap 34. There you can see the difference in pace. We're lapping about the same time as Norris, a little bit slower than Alonso and Ocon, about the same pace as Russell. Norris is behind Vettel. So if those two are scrapping, let's see. So we need 18 to 20 seconds, I think. So let's have another bit of quick mental maths. We're looking at 9, 13, no, 15. We're looking at about 20 seconds to Alonso. Yeah, there we go, 20 seconds to Alonso. So we're going to come out somewhere around there. Assuming pace stays about the same. We are still marginally quicker than Perez, but it's not by much. Pay attention to this little battle here. I'm hoping these two are going to trip each other up. Given that we are absolutely demolishing Alpine in the races so far this season, is very encouraging, given that we are using the same engine as them. They are the only sort of team that we can measure ourselves against in terms of the same engine equipment. We head back to the front of the field. So, as things stand, we will maintain our lead at the top of the top of the drivers' standings, but Verstappen will jump up above Carlos Sainz. Leclerc will close in on his teammate significantly as well. Teo is on course to jump Hamilton, given that Hamilton is not in the race anymore, got taken out very, very early on at the end of lap 2, beginning of lap 3. but that's based on Porsche finishing in 6th, which I think is a little bit beyond Porsche. We'll see. We'll see what the pace is like on the new tyres. I'm going to push him now for the next couple of laps.
Okay, push. Let's go.
And get ready for that pit stop. To use up the last of the tyre wear that we have available to us. Gasly is starting to lose time. He is not far from his pit window. I'm going to start pushing Gasly as well.
Let's go for a push.
Okay.
Is there another twist in this Grand Prix? Is there going to be any more drama? Or is it all going to have happened on the opening laps? We are losing ground to Sainz as well. He is lapping, oh god, almost a second faster than Teo now. Although Teo is about to cross the line. And he only improves by 0.2 on his previous lap. Okay, so we are still losing a big chunk of time to Sainz. I am going to go one more lap with Teo. Box him on the next lap. So let's get that set up now so I don't forget.
Box this lap. Box, 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 box.
Gasly just about matching Perez's pace with the push. Let's see, what is the fastest lap so far? A 1:47.0. Yeah, Gasly should be able to demolish that with a single lap at full push. Oh wow, Sainz is really tearing up onto the back of Porsche. I think we're going to come out behind Alonso now. Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll come out just ahead of Ocon. Let's go full attack on this final lap.
All right, let's push.
Let's go for it.
I'm going to box
Okay.
Gasly on the next lap as well.
Box, box.
I want to see if I can get him out ahead of Sainz. How you doing, Marcel? Good to see you.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Okay, into the pits for Teo. Let's have another good stop, please. Two 2.4 seconds. Nice. It's a good stop. Oh, look how close we are to Alonso.
Okay, recharge on.
Let's get a little bit of battery on this lap. And then make the pass on the main straight if we can. We might end up making it before then, but hopefully he'll stay behind him. Let's try and encourage that to be the case if we can. Gasly about to pit.
Yeah, in the box.
Okay, copy that.
We want to try and get out ahead of Sainz if we can. And we do comfortably get out ahead of Sainz. Excellent stuff. So we're going to have a lap of charging.
Charge on, charge on.
Yeah.
No lift and coast required.
Now we're going to try and make the move.
We're doing a great job here.
And let's set about hunting down Vettel.
Off, recharge off.
Okay, 7.5 seconds to Bottas. We're going to push Gasly full push at the end of this lap so he can go for the fastest lap. With spare fuel, brand new tyres, enough battery to get through the lap. And that'll significantly close the gap to Bottas as well.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
Push now, push now.
Okay.
Okay, Porsche closing in on the back of Vettel already, looking to make the pass. And then it's a case of trying to hunt down Norris. A safety car right now would be perfect. We could save up a little bit of fuel, we could save the tyres, get our batteries fully charged. close the field right up again, and then really, you know, try and take it to the guys in front of us. Great, get out the way. Schumacher.
Try to cool down the tires again where you can. Cool down the tires where you can.
Copy.
Yeah, he gets out the way. He's still not got past Vettel. That's a bit annoying.
Keep an eye on the battery.
Battery's empty, damn it.
Okay.
Okay, so current best lap for us is a 1:48.4. Best lap for Leclerc was a 1:47.0, I think. We're about to absolutely obliterate that.
Very good.
1:45.3. Beautiful. Right, let's calm everything right back down again.
Lift off for the fuel.
Okay.
Monteo make the move. He's not making the move this time.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Vettel is holding us up. Again, he's not going far across enough to make the pass. I hate it when drivers do this. Let's try and force the issue here.
Overtake available.
No. Oh, we are losing so much ground. Now we just need to sit behind him until the start finish straight and try again.
Recharge on, recharge on.
Gasly out of battery again, but is closing down Bottas. And then it's another 5 seconds to Perez. So, yeah, we are still on for the podium. It's just a question of whether the tyres will hang on. Come on, make the pass. There we go, finally. Now I need you to defend.
So recharge off.
And not lose the position.
Awesome, keep it up.
3.5 seconds to Norris. And then it's another 13 seconds to Sainz. Sainz is doing 1:49.1s. If we can get some clean air and not lose the position straight back. God damn it.
Alpine just advanced.
Overtake available.
Come on, get back in front. No. Oh, this is infuriating. And we're going to get DRS on this lap. Yes, we are.
Can we do lift and coast?
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Let's just go full
Press
deploy.
and hold overtake now, please. Press and hold overtake now. No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
roar up the inside. Don't lose the place again.
Well done.
Need to drop the pace.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. There we go. Right. Finally. We should absolutely bolt away from Vettel now.
Reminder, charge off.
Copy.
Come on, Pierre. Get Bottas this lap.
Oh, you can use the deploy.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we can defend the position.
Very good job, Pierre.
Yeah, look how quickly we pulled away from Vettel. We're 3 seconds ahead of him already, and all over the back of Norris.
Lift and coast required.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Give us more lift off, please.
Yeah. Copy.
Charge off.
Copy.
Right. What did we do on the lap that we got past? We did a 146.4. Last lap, Sainz did a 149.1. We had a little bit of DRS assistance, so if we can at least be a second and a half a lap faster than Sainz, we might be able to hunt him down. Gasly closing in on the back of Perez there.
No lift and coast required. Alright, buddy, push, push.
He's not going to get the move done.
Let's go recharge on.
Alright, as long as we can get it done on this straight, then that's okay.
Recharge off.
Once again, getting held up. Protect the tyres. Gasly just 2 seconds behind Perez now. Podium is definitely on.
Recharge on, please, recharge on.
We are running out of laps to get after Sainz though. This is where the lower overtaking skill is definitely not helping us. Again, he's not making the move. Well, at least there won't be traffic to block us this time. Actually, there might be. looking at the back of Schumacher there. Come on, find a way through, please. This is killing me.
Let's pick our pace up. Let's go.
Around the outside. Go on, go on. Yes, there we go. Finally through. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. So VSC.
VSC.
Ignore. Ignore.
Looks like Perez off.
Perez!
There's been a crash.
What's he
We
done?
can take a look now. So let's look
Oh,
at this.
that's the podium.
Here's Sergio Perez.
Oh, we did it right in front of us. Oh,
Thank
we were
goodness
lucky not to get
nobody
caught
else
up
was
in that.
involved. That was a big crash.
Alright, has he damaged his car? Well, he's not pitting, so he won't be stealing fastest lap from us. We had the pace to get Perez, so him making that mistake hasn't given us the podium. You saw we were right on the back of him. That was Schumacher pitting. Saw someone diving in, so I wasn't. That didn't give us third place. It just meant we got it without having to actually physically make the overtake. But if we were going to stand any chance of the win, we needed that to happen to the front two. But given how far ahead they are,
And VSC ending.
they're already more than a pit stop. They're
DRS
like a pit stop and a half ahead of us. So they could have pitted, even under normal conditions, they could pit right now and still be ahead of Gasly at the end of the lap. The question now is, can we hunt down Sainz in the remaining laps? I don't think we can. 14 seconds is a big gap. We've got almost a full battery. We've got plenty of tyres for now. They're not the greatest condition, but they're better than the softs that are on Sainz. I think we're going to be just a few laps short. I think we are comfortable for third, so I'm going to save some engine wear. Drop Gasly down a pace setting.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
Let's see what the gap is across the line. .8 seconds. Right, how much can we gain over one lap? This will tell us whether or not we've got a realistic chance of getting Sainz or not. It's possible if we can lap fast enough. trying to save pushing the tyres for the last couple of laps, trying to save the ERS for the last couple of laps. Because once they're gone, they're gone. I can't get them back. I won't have time to recharge the battery. I won't have any chance of getting the tyres back. And if I push them hard now for a couple of laps, I lose the pace for the rest of the remaining laps. I'm still pulling away from Gasly. Gasly still pulling away from Bottas, so I'm going to slow Gasly down even more. Again, save the engine. I'm even going to charge up just in case something happens and I need to be able to push.
Charge on.
Copy.
6 more laps. 6 more laps.
Right, we're lapping, by the look of it, 2 seconds a lap faster than Sainz. We've got 6 laps, and it's going to be about 10.5 seconds across the line. Sainz did a 1:49.4. 47.5. So yeah, 2 seconds a lap faster. We just about got time to catch him. If we can keep this pace going, our tyres are wearing. That difference is going to slowly come down each lap in terms of, you know, how quickly we can catch. But we might have a serious chance to jump Sainz here. The hunt is on.
Five more laps. 5 more laps.
Come on, Teo. I'm not sure what Teo's best result of the season is, off the top of my head. This is where I wish we had a results tracker. We could just see all the previous race results for that season and previous seasons. I mean, it's such an obvious thing that's missing. That should have been in the game. The page in F1 that shows you all that in career mode. That's what you need in this. You know, show you your results, the results of every driver for each Grand Prix, rather than having to go through each individual race one by one to try and find the results. Even with the slowest pace setting and with a full charge setting on the ERS, we're still keeping the gap to Bottas at around 6 seconds. That's excellent. We could have closed the gap on the leaders, but we wouldn't have caught them. We could have, you know, we could have got close to, but probably wouldn't have beaten the fastest lap, so there was no point trying for that. All we would have done was just wear out the engine quicker than we needed to.
Charge off. Charge off.
Okay.
Sainz has done a 49.3. You can see the tyres are losing their pace for us. 1.5 seconds a lap faster now. Are we just going to run out of tyres at the end? I'm going to use the battery now. Use it while I've got it, because I've lost the fuel.
Can we do lift and coast?
I think we've run out of laps. We'll run out of tyres at just the wrong point. I don't think we're going to get him. We just need to get onto his DRS. If we can get his DRS, we can stay with him or we can jump him. Maybe I should have just pushed right at the start with the battery while I had that extra grip.
Three more laps.
And nervous 3 last laps. Fourth place is Teo's best finish, I remember now. Five and a half seconds, the gap to Sainz. We gained 2 seconds on him that lap. But we've only got so much battery. Tyres are really starting to die off. Difference between the compounds is now negligible in terms of life left in them, except ours are going to wear out faster. There he is. Just disappearing out the shot. About to run out of battery. We haven't got enough laps left. Well, we've got enough laps, we haven't got enough tyres.
DRS disabled, DRS disabled.
If we had been able to get past Vettel 2 laps earlier, we'd have had Sainz. The crowd cheering on the young Frenchman, but he's not got enough left to take Sainz, unless Sainz locks up or spins or does something. The 2-stop was the right way to go, given our inherent lack of pace in the slow stuff. Having that, the extra grip of the fresher compounds was definitely the right move. But yeah, we just couldn't quite get Sainz. And in the end, it's going to be a comfortable podium for Gasly, even without Perez's little spin there. Let's just give everything we've got left in the tyres.
Come on.
Maybe we can get lucky. I seriously doubt we can, but if he does make any kind of mistake, we've got to be there to try and capitalise on it.
Let's push. One more lap.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
We're lapping less than a second faster. It's too much. It's too much of a gap.
Lift and coast required.
And there we go. Leclerc wins. Verstappen second. I think we're going to be level on points with Hamilton for Porsche here.
Winner.
Gasly crosses the line comfortably in third. Was just cruising for the last half a dozen laps or so. Porsche is going to finish about 2 seconds behind Sainz in the end. Tyres just couldn't hold on long enough. But a good drive from the young Frenchman there. Gained 4 places off the start. Starting in 11th.
Check the flank.
I will quite happily take that. I thought it might be a struggle to get him into the top 10. And for a while it looked like it might be, but yeah, he acquitted himself very well today. And there's our race leader. 5 seconds clear of Verstappen in the end. But it's another podium for Pierre Gasly. That's what, 5, 6 in a row now? 6 podiums in a row, I think. He's still very much in the hunt for the title picture.
Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. This podium is a remarkable achievement for the whole team. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. But there we have all 3 drivers that are taking home the silverware, along with the most valuable points. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
Yep, they managed to bring everything together. Strategy, engineering and driving. They've had a very strong weekend indeed.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in 3rd place in the constructor standings.
For the next round in Formula 1, the teams are travelling to the circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal.
Alright, what a result. 3rd place and fastest lap for Pierre. Keeps him in the hunt in the drivers. I think the constructors is slowly going to slip away from us, as I kind of predicted at the start of the season, that Red Bull and Ferrari would just pull away from us. But we are up there. Another great race for Bottas. Alonso picking up some points as well. So Alpha coming back strongly in this race. We look at the Drivers' Championship, you can see Pierre's lead at the top of the table, 19 points over Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz had a poor race, but I think he was using an older engine. He was a second off the pace of Charles Leclerc for most of the weekend. So he drops down to third. Leclerc himself does jump up in terms of closing the gap to his teammate there with a win. Just 6 points between the two Ferrari drivers now. Perez, a good result for him. Helps him try and keep pace with the front four. We move level on points, but behind Hamilton, based I think on the strength of Hamilton's had a podium and Teo hasn't. So based on the strength of Hamilton getting a third place, or was it a second place? But the fact that he's had a higher placed finish than Teo is why he is above Teo Pourchaire. Alonso picking up some points. Bottas with a big haul of points brings him back into the top 10 keeps him in the top 10, but moves him up to 9th, just a point behind his teammate. Russell having another bad result. What happened to Russell? He finished in 12th. He only gained 1 place. Again, I think that Mercedes must have been using an older engine to be that far off the pace. And there we see the Constructors' Championship. We lose a little bit more ground to Ferrari and to Red Bull. We are 14 points off Red Bull now, losing another 6 points this weekend and 11 points to Ferrari. No points at all though for Mercedes. They're being closed down by Alfa Romeo. Alpine chipping in with a couple of points as well, but these are the 5 teams that we said were going to be hunting and fighting, and I said that it would be Red Bull and Ferrari pulling away from everyone else. I didn't think we'd still be this high up. I thought we'd be more in the mix with Mercedes and Alfa, so I'm quite pleased that we've got double their points. And we are getting some very strong results, but we are starting to slip a little bit in car development. So there we go, a new point for Gasly and a new point for Logan. An exceptional race for both drivers. In terms of bonuses, Teo gets his 25k for finishing in the top 10. We get a failure on the Q3, but we do pass our other guarantee, and we pass all of our incentives as well. And we keep the streaks going. So not bad, 4.4 mil. The 5th front wing is done, or the 6th front wing is done. Let's check our email. Teo's adaptability could be improved. That's low on the list of things that we need to improve on Teo. Board are very happy with our performance, exceeding their expectations again. We head to our drivers. So let's give a point out to Pierre. We want to boost his reactions. Logan gets another point. Going to boost his cornering speed. That gets him up to a 72 ranking. How close is Teo to another point? He'll get that in 2 weeks. So he'll get that after the Canadian Grand Prix. Our other staff, still 3 weeks away for Resta. 1 week away for Tondi, so he'll get that after the Canadian Grand Prix. Josh will get one after the Canadian Grand Prix. And Pierre will also get a point after the Canadian Grand Prix as well. Our pit crew definitely starting to improve a little bit more. Facilities. Let's see. We are up to 5 mil. That's not much. Really need to start working on improving our facilities, but we are just struggling with money at the moment. And we're going to have to spend another load pretty soon as well. Our boardroom is really kind of degrading, but I'm not too worried about giving that a little boost. Well, I suppose we could give it a quick refurb, seeing as it's dropped down to a 3rd level. We're not trying to sign anybody. The board are very happy with what we're doing at the moment. Let's save the money. It's only 250, but we'll save it. Hospitality area, again, we're not really trying to boost anybody, boost the attractiveness to sign anybody at the moment. When we are in a position where we are looking at maybe signing someone, then we'll certainly make sure that that's refurbished. And the memorabilia room, again, the morale loss isn't a huge issue. We're getting good morale because we're getting good results. We're not trying to re-sign anybody on our team at the moment. So we don't have to worry about that affecting contract negotiations. And again, the team attractiveness, we're not trying to poach anybody. So we don't need to upgrade any of those. I would like to boost the factory. That is definitely starting to look a little tatty. I could go ahead and refurb it, but I'd rather we could actually just go straight to an upgrade. If it degrades into the next level, we'll have to go for a quick refurb, I think. Our wind tunnel is in the process of an upgrade, so we don't have to worry about that. Our suspension simulator is going to improve. And in terms of car park development, we're still 18 days away from getting the suspension. So we've got another race to go, which will be Monday, because tomorrow's Friday. So we'll be going to Mexico with our Haas team tomorrow. Let's just make sure we get everything else tidied away and advanced before we end the stream. Just double check that yeah, staffing is going to be after the Grand Prix. So into the emails. Race simulator is now in poor condition. That's not great. How much is that going to cost to refurb? A lot. 4.5 mil. Yeah, again, we'll just have to suffer with reduced XP gains for a while. It's not an urgent upgrade. And 80% is still a nice big boost. There's the prep for the Grand Prix, which will take place, as I said, on Monday. And we are ready to go to race prep and set our targets. So that is kind of the end of our stream for tonight. We've done quite well. We had a stronger result than I thought we were going to get for both drivers. I was a little hopeful after quali that we would have a chance of the podium. In the end, the podium was actually a lot more comfortable than I thought it was going to be. And I thought we would struggle to get Teo back into the top 10, and in the end that was more comfortable than I thought it would be as well. We managed to get a good result out of both drivers. So we sit 1st and 7th in the Drivers' Championship. A good result at Canada will see Teo move back above Lewis Hamilton into 6th place. I think the circuit itself will be a little bit better for us. Take a look at the sections by speed. There's only one really slow section. The rest is very fast. In general, there's some medium speed corners. We're pretty good at medium speed corners. There's some high speed corners, and we're very good at high speed corners. So I expect a stronger showing for us at Villeneuve than we did here at Baku. I think we can actually perform a little better. We might be back on for another win tomorrow, on Monday when we head to Canada. So keep my fingers crossed on that one. And as I say, tomorrow we'll be back with Haas, so we can get the Mexican Grand Prix out of the way in time for the real-life Mexican Grand Prix this weekend. And let's see how we do with that one. We're getting close to the end of the season with our Haas team, just 3 races to go. And then we'll make a decision as to whether or not we're going to keep that career going or whether we're going to knock that one on its head. I'll probably throw it up to a vote on the community tab once we get to the end of the season. But that's a little way off yet. That's still a couple of weeks away. So until tomorrow night with Haas and Monday night back with Williams, thank you for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll catch you all again very soon.